Mecha anime isn't dead. It's going to be a very rambly video, but I see this argument all the time on Twitter of mecha anime is dead or mecha's dying or mecha anime is going the way of the dodo. And the reason why is because nobody cares about it anymore. It's not popular anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. It's just not true. And again, I'm going to ramble here quite a bit. This is a topic I'm very heated about. It's a topic I care a lot about. But mecha anime hasn't gone anywhere. People go, well, not Gundam. We're not talking about Gundam. Well, first off, why aren't we talking about Gundam? Why is Gundam excluded? Why is it not allowed to be talked about here? Ava's still coming out. Why is that not allowed? We'll get to Ava and Code Geass later on, because those two seem to be the big ones that people just really jump out about. But people just run with this idea of, hey, I don't like mecha anime, and so it must be dying, because I don't see people talking about it all the time. But maybe the reason you don't see people talking about it all the time is because you don't like those shows and thus don't engage with people that are talking about it all the time. I pulled up my anime list here, and when we look at my anime list, we look at the most popular mech shows of all time, according to my anime list, which is not, accurate as far as a lot of people would be concerned, but it's a lot of different reviews that a lot of people put together. This is my anime list, most popular anime, right? Code Geass, of course, is up there, came out 2008. Code Geass Season 1 came out 2006. Gurren Lagann 2007, Gurren Lagann Lagann 2009, Evangelion, End of Evangelion 97, Sentinel Complex, Ghost in the Shell 2004, the original Sentinel Complex 2002, original Evangelion in 95, Gundam the Origin in 2015, and You Cannot Advance 2009. And if we just look at those and go, yeah, okay, no, we haven't had a big hitter in a while, but 86 Part 2 is 2021. Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time is 2021. If we go just by recent, we have the newest stuff. We have new Iron Blooded Orphans is coming out. Don't talk about Gundam, I guess, but we'll get to that. I have a lot I want to say about Don't Talk About Gundam. Do not count Gundam. What's wrong with Gundam and Getter? We have Witch from Mercury coming. We have the Rekagista NG movie coming. We have Doan's Island just came out. But if we're not counting Gundam, right? If for whatever reason we want to just not count Gundam, we still have Kyokai Senki. We still have Getter Arc. We still have Fafnir coming out. We still have Macross coming out with new stuff. We have Muv-Luv. We have 86. It just... Megaton Musashi. It drives me up a wall that people will look at all this and go, well, Knights Sidonia and Get a Remark, 86 and Shinkalion, all that stuff's coming out, but Hathaway's Flash, Dynasmon, none of that stuff counts. Mecha's dying. Why are we saying Mecha's dying? Let's get to the core of that now, because that is the big thing for me. Why are we saying Mecha's dying? Realistically, the reason we're saying Mecha's dying is because we don't want to give Mecha credit, I guess, for the shows that are stand out. We have like Code Geass or Evangelion that people talk about on Twitter and say, well, these are good because they're about the characters, unlike other mech shows. And that's not it. Why do we have to try and erase the mechs from the shows? If you don't like mecha anime, but you like Code Geass or Evangelion or Gurren Lagann, it's okay. You like mecha anime, you just don't like all of them. You like some of them. It's okay to just like some mech shows, and this erasure to try and remove the mechs from them, focusing on key art that only has the characters in them and none of the mechs, and going, see, even the people that made it don't like the mechs, or focusing on entire episodes that don't have a fight, and going, see, it's not about the mechs, it's just about the characters. It's not just about the mechs or the characters anyway. It's about the show. The show is the mechs and the characters. It's the characters and their interactions with the robots as they fight. That's what mecha anime is. That's what the subgenre of mecha anime is. If there's a mech, mechs exist, they're in the show, then it's mecha. That's all there is to it. This whole thing of mecha must be dying because people only talk about the old stuff. Again, that's just not true. It just so happens that a lot of the old stuff is really good, so we're still talking about it. But things like 86, Shinkalion, Dynasmon, they're all still coming out. People are still talking about them. People are really loving them. And again, why are we discounting Gundam? Gundam has new stuff all the time. People love Iron Blooded Orphans. People really enjoyed Doan's Island so far. Hathaway's Flash was really solid. Getter Arc is really good. Why are we discounting these just because they're part of the old franchises, just new entries in the old franchises? Is it because, well, people that like those must just like them because they're from the old franchise? No, that's not the case. Mecha's not dying. I'd say it's doing better than ever with stuff like Super Robot Wars 30, which is the background footage we're showing here because of copyright, that has released worldwide on Steam for everybody, has a ton of different series in it, including things like Shinkalion and Gridman. Mecha anime, in my opinion, is in the best place it's been in a long time. It's a mainstay again. People are talking about Gridman, Dynazamon, people talking about 86, people talking about Doan's Island, people talking about Wish from Mercury. The staying power of the new Kogias stuff, of the new Gundam stuff, the new video games that are coming out. We've got SD Gundam Battle Alliance, we've got Gundam Evolution, you know? When you say Gundam's its own thing, Evangelion's its own thing, you say Kogias is its own thing, none of those count. Why don't they count? Why are we discounting them? Why are we writing them off? And the only answer I can think of as to why we're discounting them is to try and say Mecha's dead. But even without those, it's not dead. It's still doing fine. There's plenty of great stuff coming out. I know I'm just rambling, and I know I'm losing it, and I'm sure the mic is starting to clip, but this whole idea of Mecha is dead, when I look, though, at by the year, what we've got on my anime list here, by the year, we've got 2019, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36 projects. Not all new shows. Some of them are movies, some of them are specials, not all of them are super popular, but 36 projects. And of those, we have Re-Rise, which I may not have enjoyed that much, but it's still a mech show. We have more Fafnir. We have more Sengoku Toketsuden. Sorry, I always mess that up. We have more Evangelion in the form of that short movie. We had Promare, which is like huge. Gundam the Origin. More Kokias. What do you mean Gundam's dead? That was just 2019. We scroll up into 2020, we have even more. We have things like Sakura Wars, Shin Sakura Wars, second half of Re-Rise, Zoid's Wild Senki, remade Wataru, Batlog, more Fafnir, and that's 2020. 2021 brings it back Arrow, 86, Shinkalion. It boggles my mind that we're going, hey, it must be dead, because I don't see people talking about it anymore. When I'm on Twitter, a lot more than I probably should be, and I see people talking about mecha anime all the time. If you think mecha's dead, it's because you're ignoring people that are talking about mecha anime. Because you want mecha to be dead. You want to push this narrative, or because you're listening to big YouTubers that say mecha anime is dead. And they say mecha anime is dead because they don't watch mecha anime. I see this idea that if mecha anime was still good, I would be watching it. It's like, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're not watching it, so you don't recognize it's good. And when you do watch it, it's because someone told you it's amazing or terrible. And so then your approach is just to go, hey, this show's great, but I don't like that genre. So it must not be because I like that genre. It must be because this one's different than the others. This one's actually about the characters or something like that. It just boggles my mind, this approach that people have today. Why can't you not just admit, hey, this is cool? Or, hey, I want to try this. Why do you have to say it's dead when you haven't tried Kyokai Senki or 86 or Dynazamon or Shinkalion? Watch Shinkalion, man. It's just a movie. It's a great movie. Just give this stuff a shot before you say it's dead. Give it a try. Give it a shot. It's not dead. It's doing better than it ever has, in my opinion. And yeah, we may not have the glory days of new episodes of Mazinger and Getter and Gundam all at once. But what we have instead is Mazinger Invenitism. We have Get a Robo Arc. We have Witch from Mercury. So much cool stuff still coming out that's not just the old stuff that I don't understand how people still want to say Mecha is dead. And I want to touch on Gundam because this is the one that people say, well, we don't count Gundam. We don't count Gundam because it's its own thing. It's not a mech show. Excuse me? It is a mech show? But even if we count Gundam as its own thing, Mecha's still doing great without it, and so is Gundam. Like, Gundam has new manga, Gundam has new anime, Gundam has new games. It just... I don't understand. Char Aznable got a McDonald's hamburger meal where you have your own combo meal that is the Char Aznable meal in Japan. What do you mean Mecha's dead? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I just needed to rant for a little bit about how Mecha is not dead. I need to have something I can link on Twitter when I see that. But until next time, I've been Trey. This has been The Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that Mecha anime has to offer.